Welcome to Sports Stuff. Here's our theme song. I worked in a little part of it, a little new part. I'm going to try this out. I don't know what I'm doing. Sports Stuff. Wait. This is the thing I wanted to do. Let me just try this. Sports Stuff. Sports stuff, yeah. Sports stuff, yeah. Sports stuff, yeah. Sports stuff, yeah. This is a show about sports stuff, all about sports stuff, yeah. Josh knows all about sports stuff, all about sports stuff, yeah. Come on in and join the show. I don't know. I'm working on it. You got to realize I don't play the piano very well, but I play acoustic piano well. For those that know what acoustic piano is the big piano you got, or whatever, the regular piano that Steinway or Yamaha. Don't have a Steinway. I'd love to have a Steinway. That would be nice. I remember my friends, Sue Baker and her husband Paul, who went to school with, nicest people. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, they bought a Steinway piano. He made all this money from what is it? The whole boom, the internet boom, or the tech boom, or whatever. And he got rich. It was nice, And they bought a Steinway piano, so they wanted me to check it out. Because I'm I'm the only guy they know that plays the piano. So I go down there and we go to Manhattan, go to Steinway. And I said, oh, wow, this is really nice. I said, how much is this? And they were like, oh, it's like $67,000. I'm like, what? My car was probably, 12 at that time. So, but that was cool. I mean, if you could do it, great. All right, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. See this sweater? Now, I don't really want to tell this story because I don't know. Look, sometimes I'll treat myself. I'll buy things. But, I don't live extravagant lifestyle. I don't live an extravagant lifestyle. I don't live an extravagant lifestyle. I mostly spend my money on memorabilia. And, I take care of my mom and, all those things, and I got a lot of people working for me. I take care of them. But I'm more interested in the company, the firm, keeping the firm going. That's the most important thing, building the firm, because the firm will take care of you forever. So anyway, and we've been around forever. Lelands goes back, was named Lelands in 1985. That's pretty incredible. And we're still going. My middle name, Joshua Leland Evans. So I'm very proud of that. Anyway, so I bought this sweater yesterday. Well, I bought it a few days ago. It's a Zegna, the Miglio Zegna. I think that's how you pronounce the first name. Italian. They make the best cloth. Like you buy a suit, a Zegna suit. Even if you buy a homemade suit, a tailored suit, from scratch, if they use Zegna cloth, I should mute this thing. All these things are coming in. Anyway, so if you use Zegna cloth, it's like double the price. But that's a big scam. Who knows? So anyway, I bought this sweater. Because I haven't bought any clothes in a long time. It was $1,300. Now, I wonder about that kind of stuff. Because when I tell people these things, there's a distance. It becomes a distance. So I'm not trying to distance myself from you. You might go and buy a washer dryer for whatever. Big deal, a lot of money. I don't spend money on those things. Although I do have a washer dryer. Probably costs $1,300. But I would rather have a sweater than I can't wear a washer dryer. I could put a patch on it with a washer dryer, or I can make a Halloween costume out of a washer dryer, but otherwise you really can't wear it. I'll move this around here. Okay. So anyway, but it's beautiful. Really is nice. Oh, it feels great. It makes me feel good. Why not? And they'll last forever. Forever. Anyway, so I'm showing off. I don't know if I'm showing off. I'm just trying to talk. Anyway, so I got this I found this catalog that my buddy Puzo, he sent this to me. Actually, he sold it to me. It's unbelievable. No, but I wouldn't have it any other way. The guy's an actor and a playwright. Got to help out the arts. Help the arts. Anyway, this is a catalog of ours, Hall of Fame it was called. I remember, I won't say who, but a friend of mine who was on the board of the Hall of Fame at the time, he was pissed that we called it Hall of Fame Live Auction. That was obnoxious. And he made like a comment to me, just something offhand. Then I found out later he was all up in arms with the powers that be and made the biggest deal out of it, like no one else cared. I mean, he doesn't own Hall of Fame. Cooperstown doesn't own Hall of Fame. Neither does the NFL or the golf, whatever, or the wrestling, whatever. So who cares? But this is what our old catalogs used to look like. I mean, weren't they beautiful? Look at that. Jeff Glanz used to do the photography, this guy Jeff Glanz. Now look at this stuff. I mean, this is incredible. And this is like a little auction catalog. Today's catalog, let me show you one of our more recent ones. It's like for Googling, it's like a telephone book. That's beautiful. Look at it. Isn't that nice? But look at it. It's like 1,700 pages. It's not 1,700, but it's a lot. There's like 1,000 or 1,200 lots, and the shipping is $7. I'm showing off again. No, it's $1,300 if you send it as wrapped in a Xenia sweater. Anyway, so look at this. Beautiful, huh? Nope. I'm so bad at this. That's a I think it's a 69 Seaver shirt. Isn't that amazing? That's a Maris shirt from 61, I believe. Look at that. Look at this batting helmet. Oh, I'm so bad at this. We had Maris and Mantle's batting helmets in this auction. This stuff is all real. It was amazing. All from this came from a minor league team, like a coach or the owner, or I forget. Like it might have been the Troy Yankees. I'm not sure. But you can look inside. And there's a beautiful Ruth ball here. But this is great. You know what this is? That's the Buckner ball. Yeah, that's right. And this is what, 91? 92. In 1992, we sold the Buckner ball in auction. And it was estimated, let me see if I can find it. I think it was 8,000 to 10,000. Oh yeah, here are those helmets. Oh. Here are those helmets. Awful. Yeah, we had Maris, Mantle, and Berra. Incredible. Wait, see? Incredible. I think they sold for the best one sold for 10 grand or something. 4,000 to 5,000 estimate. I don't have the prices in here, sorry. Oh, here's Mickey Mantle's 1964 Rolex. World Series Rolex watch. Look at that. Is that great? There was a DiMaggio coach's shirt, a real one. 1970s. That's neat. Oh, great stuff. All right, I know you didn't. Well, you're not watching this. You see me read. Here's a 69 Mets. I'm so bad at this. It's all backwards. Tom Seaver. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I went on the radio talking about this to this jerk, Howie Rose, on, what was that, FAN in New York? And he was tearing it apart because the patch was on the wrong sleeve. It was on the right. It should have been on the left. I forget which one. Well, depending on if you're looking at it, it was on his left sleeve. It should have been on his right. As I explained, when they went to the World Series, they moved the patch to the other side. It had something to do with advertising or something. Or on TVs. I forget. And I was arguing with him, and he's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He kept saying, "Oh, I'm not convinced." It affected the value of the jersey, the price of the jersey. In a local, well, it was big. I mean, ESPN wasn't as big, or FAN wasn't as big as it is now. But it affected the price. Went for, I think, $55,000. Nothing. It's Shirt's worth $500,000 today, at least. You can't see it too well. That's a Campanella shirt from '51, a road. Yeah, I remember who bought that. Jock Smith. Well, the only black collector at the time. There's more now, but not many. And he was a cool guy. He was a lawyer, and he was one of Johnny Cochran's guys, like his guy in Atlanta who had Cochran Law in Atlanta. I like Jock Smith. Holy crap. There's Dodger shirts here. There's a Hodges and a Gilliam. Unbelievable. All right, what am I looking for? Oh, this is great. Look at this. This is unbelievable. I'm so bad at this. Look at that. You know what that is? That's a Ty Cobb shirt. A real Ty Cobb shirt, and this was the best one. This is the best Ty Cobb shirt in the world. The shirt's worth a couple $1 million today. Sold for $167,000 at the time, which was a lot. I'll tell you the story behind it. The reason this shirt was so great was that it came with a letter from Ty Cobb authenticating it. Now, that's too good to be true, right? But it was a great story. Cobb, somehow, I forget exactly, but a minister, a guy, hey, Josh Heller's here. Hi, Josh. A nebulizer. What does nebulizer mean? You put nebulizer in your last comment. Does that mean, I don't know what it means. I've heard it before. It's kind of science fiction. Anyway, so this guy, this minister, religious guy, wrote to Cobb in 1944, and he wanted to know if it was really his shirt. So he cut out of the pants the name embroidered in the pants, and he sent it to Cobb and said, "Is this your shirt?" He goes, "Well, I have no way of knowing, but that's right. That's what it's supposed to look like." And he sent back the shirt, and it comes with this letter from Cobb, which is perfect. Looks exactly right. It's 100%. And the pants with the piece cut out of it. I guess Cobb, did they send the piece back? Hank Alderman, I remember. That was his name. I don't think he sent it back. Oh, he does. He returns the identifying label. Unbelievable. And it sold for $167,000. Now, the guy who bought it was Bill Mastro, the famous, legendary sports memorabilia guy. And he also went to prison recently and got out. Served his time. We move on. So it's keeping a low profile. But I talked to him because I have respect. He's like the Godfather. You got to have respect. So anyway. Oh, the nebulizer is the thing in Men in Black, that little silver thing that zaps your memory. Thank you, Josh. Very good. I wonder if did you Google that originally, or do you remember? I think you remembered. Josh is a smart guy. Anyway, so Master buys a shirt, and he hates it from the beginning. He's like, I paid too much money for it. I screwed up. It was a lot of money at the time. That was probably like the most ever for a shirt, or up there. Like a Garrick, I think it sold for a couple $100,000 or something. And yeah, he knew it. So someone did not erase his memory. I'm talking about now the nebulizer and the famous Josh Heller. So anyway, back to Mastro. He eventually dumped it. He sold it for not a lot more, like a small profit, because he always hated it. And one of the reasons he hated it was because he got it from me. So it was very funny. We always had there was a lot of friction between us. Two very type A personalities, very similar. And we kind of slugged it out for years. He tried to destroy my life. And I didn't put up much of a fight, at least in my mind. But anyway, it worked out. But anyway, I remember I put an ad in before he sold it, touting that we got $167,000 for that shirt. And this is typical Bill Mastro. He calls me up. He's like, look, Josh, you better take that ad out and stop writing that you sold that shirt for $167,000, because I'm going to tell the world that I'm the one who bought it. And he was my competitor. I said, "Oh, Bill, sorry." But that was funny. Yeah. We should get him a nebulizer. Anyway, so what is the thing I wanted to look at? I think the thing I wanted to look at was the Mookie ball. Oh, wait, 1961 Maris uniform. We ended up getting that back. I think we sold it for some stupid amount. Even then, it did okay. We have a bunch of stuff from Mike Tyson, real stuff. Look at this. Jeff Gland's photographer. Beautiful stuff. Don't you wish I had the stuff here with me? Next time. Not this stuff, other stuff. Look at that. It's like his I'm on the wrong side again. Protective cup, canned wraps, his first poster from his first fight. Great stuff. But we really knew how to market the stuff. Made it beautiful. And it made people love it. You know, it helped. This built the hobby. You know, you got to romance it because the stuff deserves to be romanced. So that's great. Love that. Where are we at? 15 minutes. I got 5 minutes. Let's see. Oh, what else can I show you? This is interesting. I like this. Some people might find this offensive. I don't. I think everything is interesting. You know, I don't have a problem with Nazi stuff. Very controversial. People would give us a really hard time, but I thought it was great. I thought it was history. I think it should be shown, you know? I'm Jewish. But people go crazy. You're making money off of Hitler. But I have the Mel Brooks opinion. You got to put it out there. How much money did we make on Hitler? Like, if we sold something, we make $200. It wasn't for the money. All right, we'll give it away. We'll give it away to the Holocaust Foundation or something like that. It wasn't about that. It's about history. It's about showing history. But we stopped. My partner, Mike Hefner, he's like, no more. It wasn't worth it. People would come up at shows and berate us. Ooh. I remember when I sold a piece of Roberto Clemente's plane that they went down and dove and like cut a piece out. Oh, people went crazy. Clemente family hated me. But I believe in that stuff. I think it's important to show. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I don't think I am right or wrong. I think everyone has their opinion. And if you, the client, says, hey, I don't want to buy from you, I'm offended by that, then if I want to bow to that, I have to make a decision. And the decision was to bow to it. And that's right. That's fine. If it offends my people, that's fine. If I'm hanging it on my wall, it's different. I don't have any of that stuff on my wall. But I think it's interesting. And this is something similar. I'm going to take it out of the plastic. Oh, well, if I tip it, it's not too bad. Look at this. This is incredible. This is a comic book. Kids read this. It's called Fightin' Yank. And I think it's from the 40s. I think it's like 1944. And it's a girl. Yes, that's a girl. And if you notice, they'd call these headlights covers because her breasts are right there. And she's got a cobra going after her. How'd she end up in an evening dress? What was going on? Can you imagine? You're filling in the blanks here. Oh, I'm going to the feet, F-E-T-E. I'm going to the feet at the Hattersons at the club. And, I was grabbed by a pair of Ku Klux Klan men in white hoods. And here comes the Fighting Yank. It's over here. Yeah, there he is. Can't see. He's coming to save me. And they're like pushing her into the cobra. Oh, he's carrying he's got the other one's got a lantern. You know, I guess they took her through the woods. And look, the cobra's on a pillow. That's great. I love comic books. But I love something else more. I love Kanye like Kanye loves Kanye. That didn't come out good. And anyway, so I like non-sports on open boxes. If you have any non-sports on open boxes or non-sports, let me know. Anyway, so that's the deal. You know, I might do another show after this. Just because Anyway, someone just sent me an email. I saw it up here, like the thing comes on, that he's very depressed. He sold all his non-sports boxes. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. I can't say who it is, but my friend out there that's very depressed, sold those non-sports boxes. You got to move on, and you get something else. That's right. It's all about something else. This is a show about sports stuff, all about sports stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Josh knows all about sports stuff, all about sports stuff. That's right. Yeah. I hope you really like the show. Or as they say, I hope you really like the show. Good night, everybody. Remember, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Lelands.com is where we are if you want to look us up. We have big monthly auctions coming up. It's going to open next week on Sunday. You can go to eBay. Look at Evans Archive. That's my last name. My sister runs it. She's very difficult. Not for you. She's great to her customers. She's just terrible to her brother. That's right, Josh. She's terrible. Very difficult. So do me a favor. I want you all to do me a favor. Call up my sister Andrea. Phone number is 207-436-5182. That's 207-436-5182. Now, she gave me her kidney. Remember that. So she could pretty much get away with anything. But I don't think it has anything to do with it. But I do owe her a debt. So I make sure she's all set up with stuff and runs this business, makes a ton of money. At least in my opinion, a ton of money. And I do a lot of the work because I write all the titles. And tell her, why does she give her brother such a hard time? And she gives my people a hard time. Call her up and ask her. And put in a good word for me, please. Okay? One more time, my theme song. This is a show about sports stuff, all about sports stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really like sports stuff. That's right. Sports stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hope you really like the show. Good night, everybody. Sports stuff.